Okay, right. Another Sunday, another yoga session. Okay, sit straight, back straight, breathe in deeply. Oh. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you again for joining. Right, so it's April now, yeah? 4 months gone in, 2026. With that, it's its birthday, our anniversary as well. So always grateful, thankful. So much that life has given us. Look after yourself, look after your body, look after your mind, look after your Atma, yeah, the spiritual aspect. So yoga in that way is very good, that it keeps you grounded, keeps you healthy, makes you feel for what's happening around you, plants, animals, other human beings. So it's a good thing to practice in your life, because if you leave it to just randomness, your life will be just taken away from you. This is the problem about just leaving yourself to live by randomness, because what happens is your part of you that you live life is usually based on just very superficial level of sensual perceptions, and these are very judgmental. So it makes you judge everything, or makes you feel victim, makes you every time feel you are not sufficient, and you get into this cycle. And I know this is a problem for everyone. There are not, so there's no easy solutions. There's no things around there that it sorts out by itself. If anything, it actually becomes worse and worse actually as you grow older, because that ego self survives in all of us by making us feel indirectly. You wouldn't even realize it's a subconscious activity that happens in all of us, and it just wants you to feel important for some reason all the time, no matter how good you are as a person. But that aspect will keep creeping in, and that is why people are unhappy. Okay, so doing this as a habit for yourself in your life, you can help yourself, your subconscious activity that actually without your control just keeps running around with you. So whilst we are doing this exercise called asanas, I talk about things to help myself and help you in terms of giving or sharing some knowledge, so that you realize that it's a discipline and a deliberate exercise in actually being conscious of the subconscious that's within all of us, that makes us actually feel that way, and it'll always be there. So the part of our life or growth, and when we say that be in the moment, is actually this aspect of us, that once you start observing what is happening to you, then you become in control of yourself. Otherwise, that what you aren't observing is running your life, and most of the time this is actually what is the problem. You understand? you wouldn't know even, because that is labeled as our personality. That's what who we are. It makes it so integral to us that you can't even realize that, and that is why people are in that state. Okay, so you have to have little bit of this knowledge. Then you have to learn to become aware of yourself. Once you start doing it, then slowly over time you can actually change your subconscious in terms of actually what is reality and what is peace and happiness and empathy and love. Otherwise it's very relative. We fool ourselves, all of us, even in that way, that we think we are very loving, we are caring, we are generous, we are, but the real test of it is to see in the midst of when you start feeling a bit more desperate in your life. Then it's only then you can actually see you're truly the person that you are thinking, because most of the time it is the ego camouflaged level of actually showing that caring, loving self that we are, because it fulfills that part of us in our life for a moment, that we are very kind, very good people. But as soon as these tests come in your life, then you start feeling frustrated or a victim in yourself. That is the moment actually a real assessment for us. So many thousands of years ago, our rishis and munis, they have written in Vedas, and it's in Gita, Ramayana. Vasisht Muniji teaches Rama, and it's in Yoga Patanjali, because they knew, as they would have gone through the similar thing, that for our growth we have to start actually looking at ourselves in terms of actually going beyond this slavery, the mental slavery that we all are in. Okay, so this asana symmetrical mindful exercise that we do, and then I go through these channels from your lower level of duality of your fight flight survival to more creative aspect of you, your senses, which you get addicted to, and then that leads to problem of your physical illness, mental difficulties that we have life, into a person of beyond vastness or beyond attachments, but knowing that those desires to make a better reality of yourself. Or the third one is this ego self that I was talking about. As we move above and beyond towards the heart, anahat level, then you correct yourself every time. Start observing. Then when those thoughts come that makes you feel neglected, or that why are you left out or something like that, you just remind yourself, no, it is actually part of a process of within you, that ego sense of self that demands that you become part of all that is happening. It's actually not what it is. You have to live beyond that. The happiness, satisfaction, and peace of your life is not related to what's going around you. Rather, it's actually your status. That is, it's a good thing that happens, but it's only good in a manner when you can understand the way I'm describing it. If you can't understand this level and know how to observe that, then it becomes a big problem. That's where then the people start reacting. They start becoming vengeful. They become angry. They complain and blame. So that is the difference. If you can observe and grow out of it and be your true self, rather than react to what's happening through your subconscious, is actually the growth. Okay, so that is the deepest level of spirituality. So anahat. Then breath work is, we will do later, is this is very powerful, because that is what is really in the end going to not only help your physical health but your mental alignment to your thought processes, and recorrecting our subconscious that we have acquired over years within our families, within our settings, with the exposure of how we are living or the prevailing thoughts and processes. That's how we become what we are reacting to, or we think we as people are. Actually, that's not even our true self. This is the irony of the whole thing. Just so the back exercises come. And so we, life has given so much success, so much peace and health. So we express gratitude. So with this, when you do things and become realistic, then you understand that many things are actually positive for everyone around us. The negative part is very small, but the ego self will actually dwell on that. That is why we become the people of, the nature of complaining all the time. So lift your legs up, hold, touch the floor, back up. One more time, touch the floor and then back up. Open your legs. So 3 times we do minimum. As this is symmetrical, we become mindful. So as much as we can, halasana, to take your leg all the way. Try and touch the floor if you can. Time. And then one more time. Push your knee, right knee, Pawan Muktasana. And then left side. And then both knees. Massage your back as you breathe in and out. Lift yourself up and down. Go to the right side. The left side on the sides of your tummy. So it's a very useful package of exercises that we do in asanas, in just comfort of in your home. You don't have to have very sophisticated level of exercising. This is good enough if you do it at a regular level. Okay, so Matrishasana, push your ankle towards your bum, lift, exercise your pelvic floor muscles, your tummy areas. Hold. Then Chakrasana. So lift yourself up and then support neck. What's called Makarasana. It's very good exercises for your tummy, okay, your back. So people have backache, back spasms, sciatica, all these things. Do as a habit, then you won't have this. So these things you have to incorporate in your life, like you're brushing your teeth, going for a shower. You have to do it every day. Then they work. Otherwise, it's very hard, to be disease free. You have to have this habit of doing every day. So Navasana, lift it up, hold, balance, come up. Now when you come up, now sit in what's called Gomukhasana, so like a cow pose. So put your right ankle in and sit on it, and push your left ankle above your right knee. Twist your body as much as you can. Look at the back. Push. Extend your right hand. Then lift your left hand above your neck. Right hand from your back. And if you can hold the fingers, good. Touch your left knee. Then right ankle over left knee while you try and sit on your left ankle. Twist your body and look at the back as far back as possible. Extend your hands. Right hand above your neck. Left from the back, and then try and touch the knee. Now, so while you are having a small kind of rest, do some grounding work, and you can do this by either walking around in a clean area. Seawater is good, grass, all these things. Nature is automatic, like a cortisol remover of our body. So you have to be part of the nature. If you can't, then you do tapping exercises of your soles of your feet, arms of your hand, massage. Okay. So have a habit, as I say. It's not one-off thing. You have to learn how to incorporate these small activities for yourself. And it is for your own good, as I said. Health, without a healthy body, it's very difficult to have a healthy mind. If you have a little bit of pain, you can understand how difficult life becomes. Just a tiny bit of pain. So health is paramount. Okay, this body is like a vehicle. Basically, you have to look after this body to really evolve and do something better in life. Your mind, your emotions, and your greater evolvement of this self, the body has to be healthy. Okay, so don't try and think you'll achieve other stuff when you don't look after your body. Okay, so massage the right radial artery with your left thumb. Then push your right thumb to the shoulder. Do the opposite. Now right thumb on the left radial artery, massage. Then push left thumb to the left shoulder. Clap. Now use the fingertips. Massage your scalp, the top of your head. Most of your stress sits around the muscles, okay, around your head. So just very softly massage front of your head, your eyes, near your eyes, your eyeballs, your cheek, your chin, your upper neck, back of your neck, your hands, okay, both sides. Now make a fist, put the left fist under right armpit, breathe into the left nostril and out to the right. Now make right fist under left armpit, breathe in through the right now and out to the left nostril. Good. Now use the palms of your hand, like rub against the sides of your upper arms. Okay, let's do it for 50 times. Breathe in and out. Okay, make some noise. Now rub the palms of your hand, breathe in, and then hold the breath as long as you can. Hold it. Now breathe out and clap. As you clap, hold, empty your lungs and then hold the breath as long as you can.
can't hold, breathe in and out, in and out. Rub. It's a pranic, okay? Energy you produce by your breath heals your body. Utilize it. Now face the floor. So you can either do the plank position or you can do 100 of these push-ups, up to you, whichever you feel like doing. Okay, lie down, push your hands up, legs down like a Superman, push, yeah. Now rest your chin, your thumbs, supported by your elbows, push your ankles towards your bum, push, lift yourself up, the right side, and look at the left ankle, hold, change side. The Sarapasana, bind your hands together, ankles together, twist your body from right to left. Left to right, right to left. One more time. Hands by your side, lift your legs up, up, hold. Touch the floor, back up. Touch the floor, back up. Open your legs, in and out, outside in. Now hold your ankles, lift your neck up as you breathe out. Left side, right. Now hold your right ankle, push towards the left side as much as you can. Change side. Makarasana. Now balance yourself, lift, right side. Change side. Just be on one knee, right? Balance yourself. Change side. Left knee now. Hold. Now just try to be on your floor, hands and knees. Breathe in, breathe out, and push your tummy in. Hold the breath. In and out again. Out, hold. In, out. In, out. In and out. In and out. In, then breathe out. Touch the floor. Do a reverse namaste on your back. Breathe out and go child pose, balakasana. Breathe in. Now use your fingers, put on your belly button. Breathe out, go down, hold your breath. In, increase the pressure. Use your left palm on your right fingers. Breathe out as you touch the floor. In, the right palm, fingers left, press down. Breathe in, hands along your thighs. The adrenal glands are here, kidneys. Press with your fingers. Breathe out as you go down. Breathe in. Sthirasana, push yourself up. Balance by holding onto your ankles. Go as far back as possible. Sit on your ankle now, push further back. And then breathe out completely. Try and touch the floor. Go down. Come on. Sit in this called Vajrasana. Alright. Open your hands, keep your neck straight, and then put your eyeballs towards your right side. Look at the right. On the left side, diagonally up on the right side corner. Left side. Left side up in the corner. Right side downward. Horizontal again, right side. Left side. Hands on your thighs, look as far as you can. Tip of your nose far away. Tip of your nose far away. Tip of your nose, go clockwise. 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12. Anti-clockwise. 12, 9, 6, 3, 12, 9, 6, 3, 12, 9, 6, 3, 12. Now, exercise your necks. Push on the right chin. Push and try and increase resistance. Hold to the left side, below your chin, push down, hold front of your head, back of your neck, shoulders in and out and in. Try to hold, fingers in the back. Now very gently do neck 3 times clockwise and then 3 times anti-clockwise. Your wrists push up, pull down both sides, and then roll them in and out and in. Shoulders. Now balance yourself on your knees using your elbows. On your sides of your thigh. Change side. And then on your tummy. Now lie down, lift yourself up without using your hands. Okay, so yes, with all these years of exercise, your tummy muscles are now as strong like this. You don't need actually your hands even. You can stand up. Oh, I'll stand up exercises now. Breathe in, breathe out. In, out, in, out. Feel the space. Everything arises from nothingness. Taittiriya Upanishad, Vedic mantras, the motion, the consciousness, the movement in the nothingness starts the creation, which is so humongous. Okay, everything that is nothing, it seems, around us is where the abundance is. Learning to get in touch with this is the secret of creating your reality. Okay, breathe in and out. The more you learn how to connect with what seems there is nothing, will help you connect to your true self within you, which is the source, abundance, and the link to the entire creation universe, or you can call God. It's done this way rather than what most people believe, by pleasing something externally. Pleasing is not the thing, it's a gratitude that you express in life, what you have, whatever little we acquire from this creation. So you have to get that mindset right. It's who you are and what you say in words and what you express in your emotions, and at deepest level what your energy self is what are you attracting in yourself, in your life. Okay? So once upon a time when you were a young child, you did have those positivity in your life, and it gave you a direction in what you have achieved so far. But when you grew up, your ego self became the boulder. That's what restricts you now. You still have that same creative power, but with growth, with life as we grow, the ego part becomes much more stronger, and that is why we become restricted then. Because if anything, you should be able to achieve much more now, because you have the experience of life, you've got the degrees, you've got everything. Okay, so understand this body properly, stand on your toes. Okay, so stillness, being in solitude. Silence is not loneliness. Silence is very powerful. Okay, so the whole irony of creation is the noise keeps you distracted. So yoga will slowly teach you. I was like that when I was growing up. I couldn't survive without noise, people. Every time has to have things happening. It is very superficial level of survival.
The real growth happens when you learn to be in silence and in solitude. Okay, so yoga has taught me, and then that's what I'm sharing. And it's very powerful. It's very helpful at your physical level, your mental, emotional, and your energy self, the spiritual self, which helps you grow, because that is the ultimate purpose of being a human. In the 4.8 million species that are there, humans have this unique ability to be able to evolve and to understand the whole creation that is there. Only species can do this. Okay. Agni. Anjali Asan. So sit down. Malasan hold. Okay. Now, gratitude exercise. Chandra Namaskar. We have attained is 2 now, almost getting as close to moon. Yeah, so after 50 years. So we've got people, astronauts going around the moon now. So moon, its position is very, very essential for Earth to produce the food and things that we eat. The ocean movement, our movement, hormone secretions and production. See, this is a gratitude exercise for the astronomical positions of stars and planets which help our body. The more you understand that you are not alone but part of the entire creation, the easier the life then becomes, because everything is trying to make your life better for you. It is your own self which is obstructing. Okay, so the ultimate gratitude exercise is Surya Namaskar. So without sun, as you can understand, there's nothing, no life, no creation. So breathe in as you look to the east, breathe out, breathe out, touch your toes, push your right leg back. Asthangasana, Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, right followed by left, push your left leg in, all the way up. So breathe again, in, push all the way up. This time left leg back, Asthang, Bhujang, Parvatasana, left followed by right leg in, all the way up. Second circle from the right, 1 and 2, you touch your toes, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. From the left side, second cycle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Third cycle, start from the right side, breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And third cycle, the left side, breathe in and out, touch your toes, left side, Asthangasana, Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, left followed by right leg, all the way up. That's only 3 cycles. Already your heart rate is up to 150 now. It's very, very effective exercise. Yes, you don't have to do very complicated exercise there. Say, just learn to do these simple things. Head to exercises, very mindful, symmetrical. Now, if you can balance yourself on your hands, you can do it. If you can't, don't worry. You don't have to do it on your elbows. And you can do headstand, do headstand. If you can't, just do the shoulder stand. Let's get the blood flowing in the opposite direction, a bit easier for you. Okay, so push. And the last exercise is called Shavasana. Shavasana, like a dead man. Yeah, a corpse, okay? So with that, we have a rest, plus we will double it up with our Yog Nidra. So yogic sleep, Nidra means sleep. So sleep by default, if you followed all the rules, meaning eat at sunset, 3 hours prior to sleep, sleep around 9:30, turn 10:30 at most, you get the right brain waves to heal your body. But modern life is very pressing, yeah, we don't get all that. So you do Yog Nidra to help you correct your, the sleep, because sleep gives you the rest, repair, regeneration, creativity happens. So, but you need that, otherwise you'll become very sick. So with Yog Nidra, basically you that opportunity comes in yourself as the brainwave changes from beta to alpha to theta to delta. It takes you from your consciousness, you are out into your subconscious self. For the first time in the day, 24 hours, that you are able to be in yourself. That's why it's very important to learn how to correct yourself over years. Get your subconscious software uploaded into correct things, dharmic principles, righteous principles. It will help you, because by default, when we are growing, whatever we get exposed to, brain like a sponge ball, it just absorbs everything, and it's sitting in your subconscious. And without you realizing, that's what you express through your conscious self daily. And that's why we think that's a person we are actually, but that's an environment that's filled up, because emptiness will be filled by something. So when you grow up, but the positive thing is you can correct it. It takes effort, time, and learning how to do it. So in Yog Nidra, so we'll go through the subconscious, which is 90% of the work of this body. The first one is the breath itself, as breathe in through your nostrils, visualize. For the first time, what happens for your life, we live by this air, visualize that it goes down the throat into your lungs. How the oxygen binds to hemoglobin and taken by red blood to your heart, and heart within a minute perfuses your entire body head to toe. Your responsibility was to take breath in properly. By default, everything is given in nature. Plants, animals, insects, everything survives. Humans too will. At a basic level, that's what you are. But if you want to make, and that's what human life is, different, is you have a choice. If you live at the mediocre level, that's your choice too. But if you really want to make use of this life, then your breath itself has to be proper. Learn how to breathe through your tummy, not through your chest. Deep breath. Visualize. Now as you breathe out, visualize blood returning from toes, from your head to your heart, pumps it to the lung, and the reverse happens down, where the carbon dioxide, other gases are coming out. So it's called prana and apan, which reflects the whole molecular creation of this body, Akash, Vayu, Agni, Jal, Prithvi, the 5 primordial components, or the action that happens within, subtle. Roop, Rang, Sparsh, Gandh, Shab. I is a structure which takes the photons to your back of your brain, occipital lobe. But you can't take a photo of how you are visualizing things. That's called Apan Shakti, the subtleness of your smell, what you see, what you hear, who interprets, how it interprets. Where is it happening really? Because that we can't take photos of in your brain anywhere. That part is so subtle. So physical attributes of those fire, the Agni part, the ether, the space, the air, the oxygen and other gases that are there, the water, the oceans, the moisture, the solid aspects of the creation itself is the 5 components of these physical attributes of this body. And the senses, these antennas, then with Apan Shakti, interprets what goes in. It's beyond this physical body. Breathe again. The third prana is called Saman. So the sun, its attributes above your belly button is breathe out, press. The air comes out. It's called Jataragni. The glow, the beauty of you, the energy, the heat, the combustion that happens, the ignition, the power. Sun and you in. That's called Saman. Breathe out again. Push your attention from your belly button right to the chin level. It's called Udan. Udan reflects the fluidity of this body, the ocean, 80% water around Earth itself. Each cell is around 80% fluid. Each cell is about 1.4 volts of electrical energy. They pass through this water. The fluid is the medium. All the exercises that we do are exercising what's called the Meru band or the spinal cord. There is a fluid in it which washes your brain, gives you intellect. That's why we do these exercises in this penna. So you don't become demented or you don't have toxins sitting on your brain because your brain is not being washed because you're not twisting, doing this exercise. Because it's not moving. You're supposed to move. The spine, the fluid, the tears, your emotions, your nostrils, the breath, the fluid, the mucus, the salivary glands in your mouth, knowing what to eat. Your heart, your lungs, your tummy, every organ, every system, this fluidity of this body. So be careful what you drink. Soda, alcohol, kava. No. There is a very important purpose of the fluid in this body, what it does to you. Breathe again. As you breathe out, push your attention from your chin right to the top of your head. The fifth prana is called Vyam. So this reflects the solid structure itself. I said 205 bones, 90,000 kilometers of blood vessels, arteries, nerves, the biochemical, the physiology, the molecular structures, the genes, the subatomic, all the structures that's within the body that we can identify to the most atomic level. They are run by Apan, Pran, and then there are 5 other prans called Naga, Kuruma, Karikal, Devda, Dhananjay, subtle functions of this body. Respect your breath, and we'll do the breathing exercise. That is where the power is. 99% of its subconscious. Your action is to make sure learn how to breathe properly. How many of us even ever think about it? Breathe again. The second subconscious activity that runs this body is your digestion. Did you ever think? Your tummy is a living system. More brain cells are in your tummy. Your immune system, your hormone secretions. It's not a machine. You have to respect what you're putting inside your tummy. Don't make it a crematorium or something. Ethics, morality, you have to understand you're a human being. As I said, the ego part will make you think that you are a loving person by having few pets and showing some love to some animals. No, you are a hypocrite. Every creation from an earthworm, from an ant, has a purpose. They are there for some reason. You don't have to control their population and find reasons to chop them. No. Your food is your food according to your body system. Your mouth structure, the teeth, the seasons, they give colored fruits, vegetables. Fruits need to be eaten whole, not in smoothies and things, but wholesome. They have reasons why they're eaten. Vegetables need to be lightly cooked, not like fresh. The reasons for that. You see, when you, it's springtime now, when you do the lawn, the grass, when you're cutting the grass, there's this very nice smell comes, yeah? It's not a smell of spring, it's a plant sending out signals, warning that something is happening. That's why when you cook, you need when you eat vegetables, they need to be lightly cooked, because then the chemical reaction that happens for absorption of nutrients and minerals happens properly. Your teeth structure, your very long intestine, 40 centimeters esophagus, 8 meters small bowel, 2 meters large bowel, 38 trillion bacteria, our human bacteria feed on plant-based food. The bad bacteria like the ultra-processed, the tamasic, the meat-based foods. And if you have increased population of that bacteria, you'll addicted to those kind of food. And obvious destruction and disease to this body. But natural human microbial population is fruits, vegetables, fermented foods that our forefathers, mothers used to cook for us. They are the foods for this bacteria. They knew. Breathe again. The third subconscious activity that happens is your excretory function, your kidneys, your ureter, your bladder, urethra. So again, water is very important, essential. You don't do much, but if you make sure you have enough water, and not soda and drinks, but water, coconut water, natural water, spring water, flowing water, all this is for your body. They help with the excretory system. But what about the sweat? What about the spitting? What about the sneezing? What about the breath and all other gases that we produce? So that's why the original forms of praying was fire ceremonies, yajna. You balance the whatever you are altering, the gases and toxins that we produce. That's a fire ceremony. And with that is a gratitude exercise of whatever little the universe gives us, we put in the fire, fire amplifies it, and it's a nishkam karam, or something you do with that purity of those herbs, the plants, animals, other human beings. They breathe in. There is no cost to anyone. But as you take it freely, the oxygen, the other things that we go and live by, we need to do the similar way of sharing things, whatever we have. So it's a original way of praying. That's how people used to pray in Satyug and Praya, when creation was. We found different ways of praying. This is all good. There's nothing wrong as long as your mindset is right. It's a gratitude act. Breathe again. Take your attention to your fingertips, your wrists, your elbows, your shoulders, back of your neck, down the 33 vertebral column, behind your bum, behind your knee, right sole of your feet, front of your leg, your calf muscles, front, tibia, fibula, your knee, your thighs come to the base of your spine. On the left side is called Ida, right side is called Pingla. In the middle, there is this serpentine movement of the spinal cord. Sushumna Nadi it's called. There's 72,000 nadis, 36 each on side. As they twist and turn, they form the energy centers. Position of moon, impact on your body, the sun, the circadian rhythm, pituitary gland, pineal gland, thyroid, parathyroid, bone marrow, mada, maja, asti, thymus gland, all this impact on your body's immune system. Your kidneys, adrenal glands, fight, flight, freeze, rather, you need to stimulate your vagus nerve, which is to do with your rest, repair, regeneration, creativity, your blood pressure, your heart rate, your brain functions, your food movement, peristalsis, spleen, kidney, gallbladder, all are run by this vagus nerve system. So put some time onto these things. That's how you become a better person in terms of good health. Your mind, your genes alter eventually by properly doing these things. Now visualize with your closed eye, your two eyes. As I said, they are the receptors of the photons, the light. Beyond that, what happens? Your two ears, two nostrils, your taste, you just absorb only 10% of it. 90% is left in your human life. Try and go beyond so that the fruits and vegetables automatically become attractive to you. Not you have to push yourself in. And the nasty things that we do in terms of food, they don't become attractive to you. Same with what you read, what you are watching. You don't have to cut yourself, but you have to grow to the depth of your sensual perception, which is more than 10%. Go 50%, and then you see the beauty through these eyes, through those ears, through your nostrils, through your taste bud. And your hands will automatically do the right thing, your legs, for the poor, for the unfortunate, your reproductive organ, your excretory organ, and your speech. They are the antennas, they are the links to this physical body, to your mental and beyond. Now bring your attention to the base of your spine. Come up, Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahat, Vishuddhi, Trikudi, Sahasra, Brahmendra, Brahmudra. So beyond this, now visualize yourself. You're part of this. Sisit turned 31. Is another cycle of Earth around the Sun. Takes 365 days. So Earth is going around, Moon is going around Earth, and Sun is going around its star called Sirius. So nothing is static, everything is moving. And so beautifully in such an accurate manner. Position of Moon, Sun, everything has a meaning. The space between them. And within the Milky Way, there are 300 billion some stars, and then there are more than 300 billion galaxies, more than 100 million types of Earth-like planets. Obviously not within our time distance to interfere, but you understand the creation, they are there. Or event horizon, time, space, mass, energy, wave, fire, there's nothing. It's all now happening, everything. It's relative is because that's how we can understand it at a superficial level. The cosmic horizon, 50 million light years. We understand only 3% of the creation, and we are barking and boasting and saying we are huge scientists. 3% we know. 97% we have no idea. Of the 3%, 17% is light matter, 28% dark matter, and the rest dark energy. The whole quantum field, unified field, or the Schrodinger's experiment, or the observer effect that I was talking about in the beginning. You have to understand. Then you become that power, because this human body has got so much power in it. If you try and ask the bigger questions of life, who are you, who are we, why are we here, and what is the universe, the 3 questions of life. That's when you start actually evolving, because that requires deep understanding of the meaning of life. So breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and out. In, out. So that travel with your subconscious understanding, your smallness of as a person in relative to the universe itself, the creation. Okay, so breath is the link to further movement and understanding and growth of this body. The first one is called Bhastrika Pranayama. So breathe in, you push your tummy out, breathe out, push your tummy in.
And let's do it for a few minutes. See how much effort you have to put, how much muscles, internal muscles that are involving yourself. So practice, yeah. Now, Agnisar, breathe in, breathe out everything, then hold your breath. When you selected your muscles around your belly button, push your belly button out and in while you are holding your breath. Do as long as you can. In, out, hold, then push your belly button out and in. One more time. Agnisar, so feel the vibrations in your throat. Vahi pranayam, yeah? Put chin on your chest and breathe and increase the pressure now. Close your right nostril out to the left. Roll your tongue in through your tongue, out through nostrils. Purse your lips, in through your lips, out through your nostrils. Abhayantar Piti, all in. Hold the kumbhak as long as you can. Then take out everything. Vahi kumbhak, hold. When you're pushing it out, push your tongue out. Like Kalima, like the haka that we do, it stimulates your
uvula, small tongue, gives you a lot of energy. Kapalbhati. So Kapal, that is fontanel metaphorically reopening. Okay, as long as it's open when you are a child, up to 2 years, you are still communicating. You are the pure form of creation, and everybody is, every single person on both born is. But when it closes, when you start absorbing things around your environment, that's what you become. It's not your true self. Part of it's your karmic attributes from past lives that will lead you through that, so that you balance basically of what have you done in your other lifetime. But not to say, if you have knowledge and consciousness of balancing all those things, you do these exercises, and then the whole impression, sanskar that's done on us, you can actually neutralize everything. And that's why yoga is very powerful. It goes beyond even this lifetime. At least you start in this lifetime, we can start going on the right track. So in next life you have even a greater likelihood of actually balancing all the impressions, sanskar, and merging with the creator. Ultimately that's the purpose. Okay, so it's an exhalation exercise. So you push out, pushing out, well, you push belly button in, time it with your movement, and vacuum is created, so you don't worry about breathing in. It will automatically happen, but just keep your back straight. Let's do it for a while. It synchronizes and becomes rhythmic after a while. Okay, so this is very addictive. Once you are into that rhythm, because it takes you to this nothingness, this peace. That's try it for yourself. Once you start knowing this, that's why it's very difficult in the beginning. But once you are in that zone, in that flow state, you'll know what I'm talking then. So breathe in, now we'll do, and then breathe out everything. Close your orifices, Mulban, Jalandharman, Udanman. Put your chin on your chest. Hold the breath as long as you can. When you can't hold, then you breathe in and feel the presence of this energy moving, Shiv and Shakti, merging into it. One more time. I don't know, below. In through your left, out to the right, in to the right, out to the left, in to the left, out to the right, in to the right, out to the left. Now, Nadi Shrodhan, into the left, quietly, softly, hold the breath. Out to the right. In to the right. Out to the left. In to the left. Out to the right. To the right. Out to the left. Out to the right. In to the right.
the left. Meditation. ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। ये परमपिता परमात्मा अपने दुख की निवृत्ति के लिए और आपका पूर्ण आनंद की प्राप्ति के लिए अपनी पूर्ण शक्ति से आपके शरण में आया, कृपा करके हमारे संपूर्ण दुखों को दूर करके हमें पूर्ण आनंद की प्राप्ति कराइए और आपकी कृपा हमारे ऊपर सदा बनी रहे। ओम प्रतिहारा में शुद्ध आत्मा में चेतन स्वरूप में 5 महाभूत आकाश अग्नि 5 तन्मात्राएं रूप रंग स्पर्श गंध 10 इंद्रिय चित्त अहंकार बुद्धि कुछ नहीं बल्कि मैं शुद्ध आत्मा में चेतन स्वरूप द बॉडी कीप्स changing, mind keeps changing, emotions keeps changing, thoughts keep. I'm not the 5 primordial elements that makes this body of 5 subtle elements that runs this body, the 10 senses, the mind, memory, ego, intellect, but I'm the divine, I'm the soul, I'm the prana, I'm the life truth. आत्मा अल्पा ज परमात्मा स्वरज में शुद्ध आत्मा में चेतन सो इंटरसेप्शन डिटेचमेंट डिसोसिएशन धारणा ध्यान समाधि धर्म लक्षण अवस्था सच्चित आनंदा आनंदा मल्टीप्लाई इनडायरेक्ट पाथ। ओम का पहला अर्थ स्वर व्यापक स्वर शक्तिमान स्वर अंतर्यामी जन्मानंदम निर्विकार नित्य पवित्र सृष्टिकर्ता से किसकी प्रार्थना उपासना करनी धर्म अर्थ काम मोक्ष की प्राप्ति ब्रह्मचर्य गृहस्थी बनस्पति संन्यास की यात्रा 9 द्रिव आकाश अग्नि 24 गुण 33 कोटियाँ 5 क्रिया आदि दैविक आदि भौतिक आध्यात्मिक क्रिएटर ऑर्गेनाइजर प्रोटेक्टर omniscient omnipotent almighty generator operator protector maintainer destroyer restorer from eternity though keep showering your blessings or desires of living is always fulfilled by you. ओम का दूसरा संरक्षक आदि दैविक आदि भौतिक आध्यात्मिक स्थूल शरीर सूक्ष्म कारण शरीर ग्रोस फिजिकल बॉडी एथरल सेटल बॉडी कॉजल कारण वो प्योर कॉन्शियसनेस कॉस्मिक वर्टेक्स जाके रात को साया मार सके न कोई बाल न बाका कर सके जो जे पेड़ी हुई। There is no randomness or accident. Everything is coincident. There is synchronicity, there is symphony, harmony, homeostasis. सात्विक गुरु की प्राप्ति फल क्षमा सरलता स्थिरता निर्मलता काष्ठ सब अच्छे गुण हमारे संपत्ति बने शरीर स्वस्थ परिपुष्ट मन सूक्ष्म तथा उन्नत आत्मा पूर्ण सुंदर हो आपके संस्पर्श से हमारी सारी शक्तियाँ विकसित हृदय में दया तथा सहानुभूति वाणी में मिठास दृष्टि में प्यार बुद्धि तथा ज्ञान से परिपूर्ण कर व्यक्तित्व महान तथा विशाल हो दीनाथ दीनों के मन में चलने वाले ईश्वर। Make all the virtuous qualities of life, forgiveness, simplicity, still fearless, humble, and still good qualities be possession, body be healthy, and strong mind, pure and enlightened, soul divine, and through blessings and company, all our senses be enlightened. Om Katisa Shuddhamasi, Buddhamasi, Muktamasi, Niranjanasi, all pure, perfect, and complete. May we aspire, acquire those good, positive qualities, righteousness, धर्म अर्थ काम मोक्ष की प्राप्ति। तत्वमसि ब्रह्मास्मि सच्चिदानंद संकल्प मोक्ष शक्ति अच्छे गुण क्रम स्वभाव ज्ञान कर्म उपासना की प्राप्ति। तामसिक इनोशिया नेगेटिविटी असुरापन राजसिक चंचलतापन मंकी माइंड टू मोक माइंड सात्विक तो निष्काम कर्म निस्वार्थ भाव।
अविद्या, अस्मिता, राग, द्वेष, अभिनिवेश, मृत्यु का भय, उल्टा ज्ञान लगाओ, बदले की भावना, सब स्वभाव, काम, क्रोध, लोभ, मोह, मद, माया, मत्स्य, ईर्ष्या, द्वेष, कुटिल भावनाओं को दूर करो, वात, पित्त, कफ, श्लेष, मन प्राप्ति, जागृत, स्वप्न, तुर्य, तुर्यता, भार्गव, भार्गव, चेतना की प्राप्ति, शब्द, वाणी, संकल्प, ध्यान, ज्ञान, आनंद, जलगली, आकाश, स्मृति, आशा, आत्मा, लोकेशना, प्रतिष्ठा, वित्तेष्टा, पूर्ति, मैत्री भाव, करुणा, मूर्त, अपेक्षा, अन्नमय कोश, मनमय कोश, प्राणमय कोश, विज्ञान, आनंदमय कोश, यम, अहिंसा, सत्य, अस्त्य, ब्रह्मचर्य, अपिग्रह, नियम, सौ, संतोष, तपस्या, ईश्वर परिधान की प्राप्ति, चित्त, मोद, विपचित्त, एकाग्र, निरुपदा, योग, चित्त, वृत्ति, निरोधा, सर्विकल से सर्विचार, सर्वी से नरवी, संप्रजय से संप्रजय, सर्गुण से निर्गुण, सानश तक केवल्य, धारणा, ध्यान, समाधि, धर्म, लक्षण, अवस्था, संयम, अर्थ, सिद्धि, अनिमा, महिमा, गरिमा, लरिमा, महिमा, प्राप्ति, प्रकम्य, स्थिवा, प्राणदाता, दुख हरता, सुख के प्रदाता, जगत के उत्पादक, प्रकाशमान, आत्मा, देहाओं के वन्य शेष रूप का ध्यान करते हैं। परिबुद्धि को उत्तम मार्ग प्रेरित कीजिए। प्रचोदयात् यो नाद्य धीमहि देवस्य भर्गो वरेण्यं सावितुर् तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं। Give of life, you of pain, sorrows, beast of happiness, create every universe, the art mostly pure and adorable. We meditate on thee. Please inspire and guide our intellect in the right direction. Om Satyam, Om Jnanam, Om Anantam, Om Brahma, Om Satyam, Om Jnanam, Om Anantam, Om Brahma, Om Satyam, Om Jnanam, Om Anantam, Om Brahma, Om Ananda. चिकित्सां तक चक्षुर्देहितं पुरुषाचुकृत मुचत पश्यम शरदाशतम जीवे में शरदाशतम शुणयाम शरदाशतम प्रभाम शरदाशतम अधीन श्याम शरदशतद्भुश्चिम शरदाशतात जागृत दूर में दैवितिम दैवितम दूरमम ज्योतिषाम ज्योतिरिकम तन्मे मना शिव संकल्पमस्तु। ओम त्र्यंबकम यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव वन्दनां मृत्युर्मुक्षमामृतां तेजोमसि तेजोमयं बलमसि बलमिदं ओजोमसि ओजोमयं वीरमसि वीरमिदं सहोमसि सहोमहिदं तृपाग्निसि तनुमं मे पाहि प्रचोदाग्निसि वर्चोमिदि ओं तनुमा तन्ममा भवतु मा ओं तमेव माचित पिता तमेव बन्धुशिखा तमेव विद्याधर्मणं तमेव सर्वं मम देव देव श्वानि देव सवितर्तृतानि पराश्व यद्वत्तन्ना ओम हिरण्यगर्भा संवर्तताग्रे भूतस्य जातापतिरेक्या सदा धारि पृथिवीं ध्यामतिमक्ष्मै देवयाः विशापि देवमुज्ञात्मदा बलदायिष्य विश्वे उपास्ते पृच्छं यस्य देवायस्य चामृतमेशमृतये कस्मै देवायाः विशापि देवम् ओम येन देवरुग्रापित विचदिरैन स्वासवितं येन न कयोऽन्तरिक्षे राजशो विमाना कस्मै देवायाः विशापिते प्राणतु निमिषतो मयि त्वयिका इंद्रजा जगतो भावयायस्य द्वीपचिस्पत कुष्पदा कस्मै देवायाः विशापिते ओम प्रजापतिन तदेतानन्य विश्वा जातानि परिता भाव यत्कामास्ते जहुमस्तन्नोऽस्तु वयं श्यामपतरो रहिनाम ओम सन्नो बंधुर्जनित सविदाता धामानि वेद भुवनानि विश्व यत्र देवामृतमानुषान्नाशिषित्रियतामन्नधैर्यन्त मग्नेन सुप्तरास्मान् विश्वानि देव वयुनानि विद्वन् यतस्मज्जौरान् मेनु भूषान्ते नमः उक्तिं विधेम। ओम नमो शंभवाय च नमो वाय च नमः शंकराय च मस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिप्राय च ओम शन्नो मित्ता शन् वरुण शन्नो भर्गो हरिमा शन्नो इंद्रो बृहस्पति शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रम नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ताय तु प्रतीक्षं ब्रह्मादित्यं ब्रह्मादि स्वामी रिक्तं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मम होतु तद्वाक्तराम होतु मा होतु वाक्तं शन्न देवीरभिष्टे आपो भवन्तु पीते शन्नो रवि शर्वन्तु न ओम सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो बृहद्देवाशा स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नष्टाशर्यो अरिष्टनेमि स्वस्ति न बृहस्पतिर्दधातु न सहना भवतु सहना भुनक्तु सवीर्यं कर्वावहि तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै दीना तक्तेना भुजिन्त यथा पिंडे तथा ब्रह्मांडे तथा पिंडे तथा ब्रह्मांडे ओम यथा दृष्टि तथा सृष्टि ओम कुर्निविवाहि कर्माणि जिजे विषेतां समायोतो इति नान्यतिथि अस्ति न कर्म लिपते नवे ओम अस्मिन् सर्वाणि भूतानि आत्मन्युमृता एकदम अनुष्पतेति अनुष्पतिं योगी योगी तवास्त्रम् वाजे वाजे हवा में सखाई इंद्र मूतय मस्तुमा सतगमय तमसुमा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युमा अमृतं गमय ओम सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। जो शांति अंतरिक्षगम शांति पृथ्वी शांतिरापा शांतिरोषधय शांति वनस्पति शांति विश्वे देवा शांति ब्रह्म शांति सर्वगुण शांति शांतिरेव शांति शम शांतिरेधि ओम शांति 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 कराग सेवस्ते लक्ष्मी कर मध्य सरस्वती कर मूले तु गोविंदा प्रभावते कर दर्शना ओम शांति 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 थैंक यू फॉर joining have a good week April now yeah happy birthday to Sid happy 32nd anniversary to us yeah life is good keep living make sure do good look after your body your mind your emotions and your spiritual aspect as well the more you become intuitive the more you turn inwards the better everything becomes okay thank you for joining